Hi, this is Layla with Boys and Girls Club. I wanted to show you today how to make a very simple animated flip book. To start off with, you're going to need a couple of very simple materials. First of all, you'll need some sort of index cards or thick paper. I only had big index cards, so I cut them into smaller bits. I'm just going to be using the unlined side. And so will you. So it's okay if you want to reuse an index card. All you need is something that has enough space to both do some drawings and to attach these bundles of papers together, as well as something that is thick enough that it won't crumple and it won't bend when you flip it. So other than your index cards, you are going to need a pen or a pencil. Really any sort of drawing writing utensil that will not smudge would work great. And of course, something to keep all your papers together. I didn't have an alligator clip, so I'm just using a rubber band. If you have an alligator clip, that also works. Staples work as well. Don't hole punch it because you do need them to be close together. So to start off with, get all your materials ready and line up your cards so one edge is totally in line with each other. It's okay, you can kind of see how I didn't cut it quite evenly. I'm going to put the uneven sides at the top. That's because when you're flipping it, you're really going to want to make sure that it goes at an even speed, and so it will be important to have all these edges lined up. Then, before you even draw anything, attach your cards together using either your alligator clip or your rubber band. If you're using staples, you might want to hold off on stapling them together because you'd want to see how many papers you're going to use to make sure that if you want to add or take away some, you don't have to re-staple it. So I have my rubber band. And the way that I'm going to attach them, again, is I'm just going to line it up so the side that I'm going to flip is completely even, and the side that I'm not going to flip has the ones with the less even edges. You might have to do your rubber band a couple times. You don't want to bend the paper. Just keeping it together on a basic level like this will be good. Then, of course, you're going to want to plan out what you're going to draw. I'm going to do something really simple because I want to make a quick flip book. I don't want to spend a lot of time really planning out all the details for it. I want to just kind of add it as I go. So you're going to start off by drawing that very first frame. What I want to do is I'm just going to draw a circle, and I want my circle to bounce up in the air and then turn into a star. So pick where you're going to begin. I'm going to start in this corner right here. Then, once you move on to your next frame, what you want to do is really make sure that the drawing that you're making on this next page lines up very well with what you started with. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that in each index card or in each piece of paper, your drawing overlaps at least half with this one. What I mean by that is that I can see that this circle is right here. I want it to move that way on the page. So I'm not going to move it super far in the next page. I'm going to kind of just eyeball it by looking where it is, holding that space with my pen, and then I can draw another circle that is about 50% in the same spot where the first circle was, but moving the direction that I want. So I'm going to check it again. So that's the very beginning. Circle, then slightly different circle. I suggest that you check it every single frame just by folding it back and forth and doing a quick look of, does it look like it's going the direction that you want it to go? And then you just keep on going. You check it every single frame. So I'm going to go to the next frame again. I'm going to check to make sure that I know exactly where my circle is. And then I'm going to draw another one to make it move a little bit more. Maybe I'll even make it a little bit bigger. Once you have about this many frames, about 3 frames, you can start flipping it to check to see if the little animation is smooth or if it needs some work. Looks pretty good to me. They're not perfect circles, but that's fine. If you do make a mistake, or if you don't like one of the frames that you use, that's why I said to hold off on stapling it until the very end. You can just take out this whatever piece of paper you don't want and then put in a new one and replace that frame. Once you've gotten through all of the frames that you want, then you can double check it again to see if it looks like what you were expecting and what you want it to look like. So far my 3 frames are looking good, but I'm just going to pull out the little flip book that I made ahead of time to show you what it could look like if it goes at least okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to get this flip book into any sort of museum. I just want a fun little project. And what I did was I started with the sort of outlines of things, and if I wanted to add detail, I would go back in and do that later. This is just because you don't want to spend a ton of time adding detail in a frame and then realize it's not quite aligned to the previous one or the next one. You want to start with the big picture and then go in and add details once you're sure it looks like how you want it to. There we go. That's my little flip book. Obviously, like I said, you do want to make sure that these edges are aligned so it's easier to flip, but that's really all it is. All you need to do is get a bunch of index cards or cardstock, rubber band, alligator clip, or staple them together, and make your drawings so that each one is about 50% in the exact same space as the previous one. So then you can gradually change the image or make your images move until it becomes what you want it to become. I encourage you to be creative with what you come up with. My little circle turning into a star was a really fun first project, and I would love to see what you do, especially if you add details, if you make a story, or if you add colors. If you do add colors, make sure you're following the same sort of guidelines where the color that you put on one frame is about the same color as the one you put on it the next frame. That'll help your animation look really smooth and make a great story. Let me know what you make. I'd love to see anything that you do. And I hope that you have fun with this little project to make a flip book. Bye.